Hello and welcome to the What Leigh Makes YouTube channel. Today's video is an unboxing. The lighting is shocking. I'm really sorry. The background is not great. I have very limited opportunities currently to film unboxings. The reason the podcasts aren't going up every month as they were. I am in the process of moving. Once I'm in my home, hopefully things will get back to normal. I'll do a full update at some point soon. Today's date is the 9th of December 2022. I have quite a substantial unboxing video. It is from MySewingBox.co.uk. It's predominantly fabric. All items were purchased with my money. I'm under no obligation to give an unboxing video or to give any particular opinions. So let's just have a little look. I'm really hoping this is okay enough to go up on the channel. We'll see. Oh, do you know what? It's so beautifully packaged. Let me see if I can show you. Look how lovely packaged that is. Yeah, again, like, lighting is shocking. You probably can't see, but it's just a huge pile of fabric from my project boxes. So the first item, these are in no particular order, literally just the order I'm taking them out of the box in, is the MySewingBox is the website. Double oven gloves project. Make a pair of handy double oven gloves that are super practical and made with special insulated wadding. I very specifically requested to have the same fabric as this because I love these. I think I just said that I'm in the process of buying my own property, so I was going to buy some of the mitts and then decided I'd make them instead. I adore this. Is the, let me take it out of the box. I really like actually the colour. It's like the Tiffany blue almost in this artificial lighting. So you get instructions, 2 threads, the green and the white, bias binding. This down here. This fabric is stunning. This is, I think it's Macawa. It's the Dashwood fabrics. It's the Hobbies one. It is the cooking one, which I love. My recipe book journal thing is very similar. That was why I really like this fabric. I would love a dress in this fabric. I love cooking. I love baking. Videos on these should be coming at some point once I've moved in and got my home. But it's a white background. It probably isn't the most practical for a dress, but I love this. I'm so excited to have a project, have that fabric in something, and that would be the insulated wadding. I have never made oven gloves in my life, so I'm really excited. It's really nice that they do the project boxes. Sorry, I'm just packing those away to make sure everything stays tidy. So hopefully at some point you will see that in the podcast. And then next pile is just fabric. So there is 2.5 meters of every fabric unless I specify otherwise. They will all be made into, the plan is that they will all be made into my standard dress when I normally wear. I'm currently in gym kit. I've done some restraint training work. It is, I think it's the Butterick B6529. Just watch any of my podcasts and it'll be referenced. So the first fabric I have is from Lewis and Irene. Bookworm, I think that's the collection. It's on the dark grey background, and it is just all these beautiful books and plants. I love I love reading, and I love houseplants too. So I've had my eye on this fabric collection for a long time. I haven't bought fabric for a long time actually, because I just don't. My last job I wasn't sewing very much. didn't buy fabric. I think that's all there is. Oh, all of these fabrics are 100% cotton. This is really unprofessional, but we have a little helper. This is Titch. Thank you. This is Titchy Boo. This is Grandma's dog. So he won't be in the podcast. But if you hear rustling or whatever, it's him. He's coming to see what's going on. This is the next fabric. This is Dashwood Studio Louise Cunningham. And it's called Aquatic Paradise. I think this one's called Coral Reef. The reason I bought it really is I like navy and black backgrounds for my fabrics because they're not see-through, they don't look as dirty so quickly, really easy to buy tights and stuff to go with them, brilliant for dresses. I have from Wool Is the Answer a shawl pattern and yarn kit. The yarn is, I think it's like, there's one called Denim or something, and then the other one is Coral Reef to make a shawl. And from what I remember, the Coral Reef is the garter stitch, and then the Denim Blue is like, I think it's slip stitches to look like air bubbles or light or something. I remember the yarn kit, shawl kit, so of course I had to have this to go with it. Really like that. The next fabric I have is it's called Beside the Sea. It's a sailboats one. It is by Makawa. They had this in the sky blue and the navy. I happen to just prefer the sky blue because it is probably one I will wear. So I want a couple of dresses for the summer, for beach and stuff. This is probably one of those. There was another company, I can't remember which one it was, but they also have sailboats. But I chose this one because I love like the reflection on the water, and you can see from further back there's like darker blue and lighter blue. It just looks a little bit more realistic to me. I really like that. I know that it probably seems really boring to have all my dresses the same, but it's a pattern that for me is really comfortable. It's high neck. Sorry, it's high neck. A message has just come through. Sorry. It's high necked. It's below the knee. So it's comfortable. It feels modest. I can bend over without worrying. It's really loose and baggy and flowy, so I don't feel self-conscious. I can eat what I like. I can drink my 2 litres of water a day and not feel too self-conscious in my bloating. It looks really nice. I think it can look quite sophisticated if it's just in a plain fabric, but then because it's such a plain dress pattern, it's just an A-line dress, tunic style, I think. If you have like a really wacky print like this or like this, it just shows because there's nothing to distract from the print. It just shows it off. It's my go-to pattern. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because it seems like everything I make is always that pattern because that's what I like. It's really easy to iron. It's really easy to like hang and store. Like I used to wear like gathered dresses and stuff, and they just feel so heavy. And so I just feel like I should point that out. I can sew other patterns. I have sewn other patterns, but this is just my preference. It is what it is. That should probably go in the podcast too, but I'll worry about that another time. The next pattern is from that hobby collection that the Other Mitts kitchen print pattern is from. This is quite old actually. I've wanted this for so long. It is, I think it's Dashwood. Yeah, Dashwood Studio. Oh, it's by Sally Payne for Dashwood Studios. And this one is a sewing fabric. It's a really pale pink background and just loads of like sewing notions on it. Love it. Perfect dress for sewing. For my days where I spend sewing. And the same as this one, this is the baking from the same collection. This one is just the baking print. So for days where I do baking, this is a dress I'll wear. I must sound so crazy, but it just makes me so happy. This really beautiful, like, I'm going to call it a duck egg blue with just loads of different, like, quite vintage looking baking stuff, really. There's this one, which is from Makawa. It is called Beside the Sea Beach Hut Scenes. This is the same as the sailboats from the same collection. It is yellow background, and again, I don't think the lighting's going to show it, but there's some darker and lighter patches of yellow, and there's loads of beach huts and boats and deck chairs and umbrellas and sandcastles and spades. It's another dress to try, and I'd like to have at least 7 dresses that are like British summertime, British beach fabrics. So the sailboats would be one, the beach huts would be another. I've got one that's, I think it's Hawaiian Island, something like that. Just some beachy scenes that you can wear on holiday. And this one is beautiful. I and ahed about this one for so long because all of my prints are, you know, all of these are actually very different. All of those are very different to what I normally wear. I normally wear either a black or navy floral print of some description. A lot of my dresses are floral. And this one is another dark floral print. I wonder whether I needed it. Probably don't. But never mind. This is Flourish. Helen Plowman for Dashwood Studio. It is a dark, I think it's a black floral, it might be navy. Can't see in this light. It's like watercolour floral, but it is really muted tones. There's like salmon pink, bit of ochre, cornflower blue, green. It just feels more muted than a lot of my other ones, so I justified it that way. Sorry, this one just doesn't feel as thick as those. I'm hoping I did all the correct amount, but I'll worry about that off camera. Yeah, so I should have ordered 2.5 meters of all of those. I find my dresses for the length I like, I tend to make the biggest size. It is too big, but I'd rather have them too big than too small. All of them, I can get it out of just over 2 meters. I think 2.25 would do me, but I'm always worried, so I always just buy the extra 1/4 meter. Leftovers, I plan to do some sort of quilting project. Quilted blanket would be amazing at some point. So I'm saving all of my scraps of fabric for that as well. But I need the dresses first. And then I have another couple of project boxes. So this one is reusable Christmas crackers. Which is a kit they've put together. I had planned to be in my own property for Christmas. So when I placed this order, I have had it for a couple of days. I've had it for about a week. Just not had a chance to film the unboxing. What that is. Oh, I know. Okay, sorry, so I wanted to be in my place for Christmas. I wanted to have some Christmas stuff. It was handmade, but unfortunately, like, the property sale just isn't going to go through. I'm not going to complete this side of Christmas, is what I've been told. So never mind. I have like a year now to make these, so that's okay. I'll make lots of dresses. I have hilariously just cut up all of my fabric, all the fabrics I can put my hands straight onto, into the dresses and just need to actually sew in. And I cut out 29 dresses one night into the early hours of the next morning. From one evening to the early hours of the next morning. Sorry, I'm gonna sit. I'm filming currently in front of the Christmas tree just because it's probably the nicest background. It's not the best space-wise, but we make it work. And I'd also previously cut out 5 dresses before that, so I've got 34 dresses to sew up at some point when I've got time. So the Christmas crackers, Again, you get the pattern. Oh no, you get the instructions. You get 2 threads that sort of coordinate. One's like a minty green and one's white. Gold trim, which I hadn't realised. Which I obviously haven't seen on the pattern, but that's lovely. It's really sparkly. Velcro. I've chosen, I think it's the Colourful Christmas set. Cardboard on my floor. I've chosen the Colourful Christmas set, so you get this really, I love this Christmas tree print. And then like colourful baubles. I really like those. I really liked the ones that they had as their kind of example. Don't want to show you the full instructions, but hopefully you can see from there it's like green and red. I really liked that. I thought that might be really cute too. So I got that set. Again, sorry, I know this isn't much fun. I'm just trying to keep everything together because there's lots of different bits to it. Oh, Harry, I've got pins and needles, which is why I've changed from kneeling to sitting. This is a zipped makeup bag project kit. I specified which fabric I wanted. They'd said, you know, I messaged them and they said they were happy to sort of substitute the fabric if there was one I wanted particularly. Which there was. Again, beautiful Tiffany blue box. So the zipped makeup bag looks like this. So the cardboard I just said about the crackers, I think it has got the pattern on. That's what it looks like in here. So you get the instructions and the pattern. This one has come with a really pale pink. Don't think it will show up. A really pale pink thread. The specified fabric I chose was this. I think it might be Macawa Pamper Makeup. I loved this. And I just said that just send me a contrast fabric. I was hoping they'd choose grey, but I wasn't really that fussed. They've sent me this like greyish texture to it. Well, no, not a texture. It's got like a pattern to it, but I don't really know what I'd say it was. I think I'd quite like a polka dot fabric, but I already specified this one. Didn't want to specify both of them. For a makeup bag, so I'll probably just use that one to get it used up. Don't know. I might specifically go out and get something, but we'll see. And then the wadding, and a little pink zip. I know I'm going through these really quickly, but I don't know how interested people will be in this. But equally, I may not get a chance, you know, may not go into as much detail on the podcast. This one is a quilted pot holder pattern kit. Oh, this one's packaged really nicely. So it is just in plain white box. Again, company details there. But then it's wrapped in tissue paper, which is nice. So a little thank you. Okay. So the quilted pot holder project, again, because I'm going to move into my own place, I'm starting to think about what I want for that. So it just looks like that. I did send a message and specify that I really wanted the chicken fabric that they'd used, which I got, which is really nice of them. I love this. If this came on a dark background, I'd have bought enough for a dress. And interestingly, I don't know what podcast it was in, but one of my previous ones, I made like a black dress with like orange, yellow, white flowers on it, and that was from literally the same range as this. I didn't realise until I was looking at the fabric range on that website that it was from the same range. And then this is also the fabric they use. It's just a deer, rabbits, it's deer and rabbits and stuff. That will be, I think that'd be for the back, and then like a really tiny bit in the corner. It's the chicken one I'm most excited for. And then that comes with some creamish, whitish bias binding, another spool of white thread, and then the wadding again. I'm assuming that would be like thermal insulated, heat-proof wadding. And I guess the fabric pieces will be underneath too. Sorry, the pattern pieces will be underneath too. And then got a little thank you card, which is really nice. And then I also got a thread catcher project, which is like a sewing thread catcher in the same print as I've also got to do the dress. I think I specified I wanted the same one. That. So for this one, I have got the fabric I asked for. Just because it's for a sewing thing, I really wanted a sewing themed fabric, obviously. The lining, the coordinating fabric, I think that just goes inside, is actually the same as what they sent me for the makeup bag. Some wadding, more pink thread, and the pattern instructions as well. So that is, I feel like I might have gone through that really quickly. There was quite a bit to try and get through. So I hope that was okay. Obviously, I'll try and get this video up fairly soon. I've got another video that also needs to go up fairly soon, unboxing videos. Obviously, once the podcasts are back up, please do check them out. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, whatever. I've still got unboxing videos going up every week, bar I think I scheduled everything. So the first Saturday would be the podcast. First Saturday of the month would be the podcast, and then the next 3 Saturdays after that, or Fridays or whatever, it would be like unboxing videos. I am fairly near the end now. I think I had them up until maybe January. I might reschedule some of them, so this video can go up fairly soon. Do obviously check out the podcast. Oh my gosh, lost my train of thought. Check out the podcast when it starts going live again. It will be when I'm in my own place. I don't know when that will be. Probably January. I miss the podcasting actually, but then I don't have a whole lot of crafting time, so it probably works out really well. It's literally just logistics. I can't, in my current living situation, I don't have the backdrop. I don't have time in the house on my own very often now. Like it's just not possible. It's just not feasible to film podcasts very often. I miss it. I can't wait to get back to it. I really hope that was interesting, enjoyable, whatever. Everything was purchased me in Mini. A lot of the fabrics are ones I've actually wanted for a while. I haven't ordered fabric for a while. I have bought from shops a couple of times, but not loads. Having said that, I plan to go fabric shopping in a shop, but there's quite a few fabrics I want tomorrow. So we'll see. If I get a chance, I'd like to film an unbox, film a haul thing for that and put that up at some point, but who knows? Who knows at the moment? I think the fabrics I've just cut out, I was meant to film a couple of full videos and that never happened, so I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.